So basically, on X, I saw that basically Bret Hart did an interview in the last couple of days, and basically he made a comment that Jake Roberts and Hulk Hogan never passed the torch to anybody. The two biggest pieces of shit in the wrestling business. Basically, I quoted it and wrote, "Man, does Bret like anyone? Because anytime you see him do an interview, all he does is bury people, except if you like Steve Austin or Undertaker. You could probably add, say, Savage or Perfect or a few others, but it does seem that way." Now, as far as Bret's comments go, there were people who put him over, like Perfect and Piper, along the way till Bret got to the top. But here's the problem with this: Bret's talking about passing the torch when basically he didn't pass the torch to anybody. Shawn basically got it from Razor, and Austin got it from Jake, as in the old, talk about John 3:16. Well, Austin 3:16 says, "I just whooped your ass." And it was just like, in a way, afterwards, he worked with Taker. He didn't work with Bret till Survivor Series, and then really into WrestleMania 13 the following year. So it's like, Bret didn't. Bret didn't pass the torch to anybody. Jake did Austin, and Hogan did Goldberg. Goldberg was the one who beat Hogan to win the WCW title, and then Hogan also passed it to The Rock at one of the greatest WrestleMania matches of all time, WrestleMania 18. So it's like, Bret, come on, man, get over the bitterness. Anytime you hear him talk, it's like he buries everyone except a few people. He spoke high of Ray. Now, I disagree with him on Ray being the greatest wrestler ever, but that's Bret's opinion. That's at least high there of somebody. He buried the modern product, which I can understand that, but Sheamus punches, I disagree with him. So when it comes to Bret, it's just like this comment on Hogan and, say, Jake the Snake. It's like, in a way, they did pass the torch, but Bret didn't. And then he also buries Shawn. And I heard about the Shawn and Bret comment, Shawn and Vince comments, and it's just like them sleeping together. Okay, that sounds like Bret might be losing his mind a little bit, but I'm not there to whether to say that's true or false. The thing about Bret is anytime he does an interview, he's a cool dude, he's nice to people, he's good to the fans, but it's very bitter towards Bret. I meant towards Shawn or Hogan or Eric or Vince. To where it's like, in a way, every interview, and I get they ask you that, but after a while, and it's like, if you asked me 5, 6 years ago stuff, 10 years ago, and I get bitter towards it, it's like, let the shit go.